Now, St. Catharines is a great place to live for so many reasons. And I like it so much that I personally have lived in St. Catharines with my family for over 17 years. But like any city, if you're considering moving to St. Catharines or investing here, there are a couple negatives that you need to know about. Now, here in St. Catharines, specifically in areas in the downtown core, there has been a steady rise in homelessness, mental health, and drug addiction. And of course, when it comes to buying or investing in real estate, knowing what areas you're going to be purchasing in are extremely important. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about two specific reasons why you need to be very cautious about buying or investing here. Like any city, there are specific areas that have a higher concentration of these problems. Let's get into it. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to know everything about what it's like living in Niagara, from work, play, eating, buying and selling real estate, and literally everything else in between, then make sure to hit like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post up videos just like this one. What's up, guys? My name is Andrew Kulakowsky, and I am a local realtor here in the Niagara region with eXp Realty, and I was born and raised in the Niagara area. If this is your first time on my channel, if you don't already know, I run a real estate team here in the Niagara region called Living in Niagara Real Estate Group. Now, we help hundreds of people, both local as well as people from out of town, buy and sell real estate here, and we absolutely love it. So if that person is you and you're maybe thinking about making a move, whether it be tomorrow or in the next 2 to 3 years, then make sure you guys reach out to us so we can have that initial contact and give you guys a hand when making that move here to the Niagara region. Now, to begin, the number one thing that our city is struggling with, especially in our downtown core, is drugs and homelessness. This is a major problem for our city, and there is no hiding this fact. So even our mayor has spoken publicly about this, and you can see this in this article right here. Our mayor has said, quote, "St. Catharines mayor paints a bleak picture of a downtown dominated by drug abuse and homelessness." Now, in various parts of our downtown core, it's common to see public intoxication, public urination, drug use, vandalism, and such things just like that. It's not pleasant, but the reality of it is it's happening all the time, and it seems to be getting worse here in St. Catharines. Now, of course, people who live downtown or work downtown or visit on weekends, it makes it extremely uncomfortable for people bringing their families down here who are spending times in public places like the parks or some of the restaurants. It's just unfortunately not a desirable place to be when these things are happening in our city. Now, businesses and restaurants are also greatly affected by this, especially during patio season, with people dining at their patios and in their restaurants. Now, spending some time in the downtown core, there is no exaggeration to this, finding used needles, vandalism, spray paint. This has become very commonplace in our downtown core, and it is extremely unfortunate. And in another quote from our mayor, Matt Cisco states, "This situation is getting worse." Now, finding this information is as simple as going to Google and Googling, is St. Catharines a safe place to live, or is St. Catharines downtown a safe place to visit? You can find hundreds of articles within seconds about the downtown core and the problems that we are facing. We know there is a much larger problem when it comes to homelessness, drug use, and mental illness, not only here in St. Catharines, but Ontario and Canada-wide. Now, the homeless population is clearly visible here downtown St. Catharines, especially during the summertime. It's common to see homeless people sleeping on park benches, storefronts, under bridges, and in parks. Now, there is some positive news to this. Clearly, our mayor has acknowledged that we have a major problem here in the downtown core. Now, obviously, because of this, he is doing everything in his power to make sure we have programs and systems in place to try to fix this problem. But as you know, it's not as simple as fixing the problem. It takes time and energy and resources to make these problems slowly go away and be addressed. Now, moving on to number 2, when we talk about areas to avoid. Now, in relation to real estate, this is obviously really important and something you need to know if you're thinking about buying or investing here in the downtown area. Now, the reality of it is, here in the downtown core in St. Catharines, some of the most affordable real estate is to be had here, and for obvious reasons. Now, there's some really bad streets. However, there are pockets throughout the downtown core, and it's not fair to blanket the entire downtown and label it as being bad. Please note this. However, in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the specific streets and some of the pockets that you really do need to know about if you're thinking of buying any type of real estate here. Now, some of the areas or streets that you need to put on your radar with regards to some of the higher concentrated incidents that are happening in our city are Gale Crescent, Division Street, Queenston Street, Oakdale Ave, and Calvin Street. Now, this is not an exhaustive list. There are other streets or other pockets. And again, I do stress that we're not here to blanket those specific areas specifically. However, if you look at the amount of incidents and police reports that take place, there's certainly higher volume of incidents that are taking place in those areas. Now, here on my screen, I have the City Protect website, which you can find through Niagara Regional Police's website. Basically, what this site does is it publicizes all of the incidents that are reported through the Niagara Regional Police. Now, not all of these incidents are posted, and it's not 100% accurate. Now, as you can see from the map, the higher concentrated incidents that are taking place where the police are reported are in those specific areas that I just mentioned. Now, if you want to see more of this, you can access the link to City Protect in the description below. It's important to note that this video is not designed to detract you by any means or discourage anyone if they're thinking about buying any type of real estate or living in the downtown core. The data and the information that I'm providing you today is to be informative, to obviously help you if you are thinking of buying or renting in the downtown area. Now, as previously mentioned, when it comes to real estate, downtown has some of the cheapest real estate that you're able to obtain here compared to other parts of the city of St. Catharines. Now, to give you guys some context of what it would cost to buy a home in some of these less desirable areas in downtown St. Catharines, common to see homes priced around the $425,000 and lower price range. Again, obviously on streets that may be less desirable or a little bit more unsafe than other parts of St. Catharines. Now, with that, in the downtown area, we have higher density, so that also comes with more multi-residential or apartment buildings in various pockets of the downtown core. Now, with all this information that I have provided for you, it is important that you know this before buying any type of real estate here in St. Catharines. It's also super important to work with somebody that knows these areas. Now, on the flip side, downtown does offer some fantastic streets and some really good real estate opportunities. Now, I've mentioned this in many of my other videos before, that the Midtown, Downtown, and Hague area of St. Catharines have some great streets and some great pockets with good schools, great walking scores, and some awesome amenities. So again, it is important that if you're interested in some of these areas and want to know more, make sure to reach out to me directly, and I'd be happy to provide you that proper information so you can make an informed decision. Now, in conclusion, I want to remind you that living in St. Catharines is a fantastic thing, and that's why I live in St. Catharines. But again, this video was designed to help you make that informed decision if you're thinking about investing money in real estate here in the downtown St. Catharines area. Now, if you want to learn more about St. Catharines, then make sure to check out my video, 5 Reasons Why People Are Moving to St. Catharines in 2023. Now, just a reminder, if you're thinking about moving here or want any further information, make sure to reach out to me and my team. We'd be happy to help and provide you any further information about our wonderful city here in St. Catharines. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video.